friends, MD Vegan! A green salad, a lettuce, a romaine lettuce here. Romaine salad it's called. And we have this kind of, they call it mini romaine. And you see the leaves are small. But they are still a little bit firm, you see. I like these leafy greens when they are not too firm. Like kale, for example, very firm. Very super healthy and delicious. But or the tender leafy greens from lettuce. This is in the middle. It's firm a little bit, but you still can use a creamy dressing. On lettuce, tender leafy greens, very tender, it's difficult to use creamy dressings. You can go too much and then you make it mushy and then the whole salad is not delicious anymore. It has to be crunchy and fresh. So the romaine is for that purpose very nice. And also, it doesn't taste bitter, has a nice green flavor. Crunchy, fresh, much water, super nutritious, very healthy. The green, we should have green every day. Yeah, basically. If I don't have a green, one day, next day, when I have a green, it is as if my body would take a deep breath, and the oxygen goes in every cell. That's what green does. Green brings the oxygen in every cell. And also it cleanses the intestines. So green are super. There's so many things about greens. It's our best food. It's on the top of the health list. For all foods is greens. Green vegetables is the healthiest. And it can be so delicious. I always make dressings for salads. This time I make a macadamia dressing. You have a macadamia here. Macadamia nuts. Okay. And I will blend it with some apple cider vinegar. Here, apple cider vinegar. Macadamias are pretty fat, high in fat. That's usually what for many dressings are based on fat and a sour. Like macadamias, very high in fat, and apple cider vinegar, very sour. At the same time, macadamias are also a little bit savory, as opposed to cashews. If I make a cream, just for lettuce, also very delicious, just a simple cream, you can put a cream over the lettuce, it's delicious. You don't need anything. A little bit salt, maybe a little lemon or so. It's so easy to make a cream dressing for a salad. Very simple, very easy. Then I would take cashews. But the macadamias, they are a little bit more savory. So it's more like for mayonnaise or so. With vinegar and so. So I have the apple cider vinegar here. And I will put a little bit of date in there. Just one date, not too much. I will balance the sweetness and the sourness of the apple cider vinegar a little bit. Just one date, not too much. And then I have pepper and salt. That's a regular base for many seasonings. Here, pepper, black peppercorns, and a teaspoon of salt. Himalayan salt, my favorite one, because there are more nutrients. And I have some here onion powder. You can take regular onion. Fresh onion is too sharp, too hot. Your onion powder has more the onion flavor, not the hot, but more this umami flavor. It's more in the onion powder. For the hot flavor here, I have the black pepper, of course, but here a little bit of mustard seed. If you want to take onion, then you just take a tiniest piece of onion, because it can easily, when you blend it especially, it can be very hot in the dressing, can ruin the flavor. So you want to have the onion flavor without the onion powder. You don't have it. You take a small piece of onion, make sure a very small piece, otherwise, it might not be easy to balance that anymore. And here, same with the mustard seed. I don't take a lot of mustard seed. You don't have mustard seed, you can put regular mustard in, your favorite mustard. It's very hot, and the seeds, they can also become tart. It can be a lot, it can be very hot. Mustard seeds are not easy to use. But so I begin always with a very small amount of mustard seeds. There are also different kinds of mustard seeds. That's another topic. Your mustard is a very complicated mustard by itself. You buy the mustard to put onto something. that is a very complicated thing. We had a shop here on the street around the corner. They are specialized in mustard. I thought, wow, I love mustard. Go there, try some. They had a big variety, great variety of, I could test, you know, have a little bit of something and put on top and then taste a little different. And I was very excited. I tried many different mustards and none of the mustards really I liked. I ended up buying no one. I thought, no. Very nice. I was a happy guy there. I said, "I'll come next time." Great job. They all the mustards they made themselves. Maybe they had different kinds, so many kinds of mustard. Honestly, none of the mustards really tasted well to me. I didn't like them. So mustard, I think mustard is very difficult to make. Some mustards are great, but I don't know that many. Really, I don't know why. Mustard is somehow not easy to make. It seems that you can get it wrong, and maybe I'm too picky by that. I don't know. Just want to say, I have also a mustard recipe on my YouTube channel. You look it up, mustard. You find a recipe. I make a delicious mustard, and it's not that difficult. But well, it can go wrong, you know. Have to see. So here, a little bit of mustard seed only to get this mustard flavor a little bit into that. I have made this kind of dressing with the macadamias and the mustard seed. And the apple cider vinegar, and the date and the pepper and so on. I have made that several times. Now I tried with a little onion powder and mustard seed. I will try this version for now, and finally maybe 3-4 more recipes later. I make maybe a video with this macadamia cream dressing. Yeah, I don't know. So first I find some different variations of this, and then I decide which is the one I like best. I recommend to others. These are all nice, yeah? All the ones I put out in videos are nice. But if I make a video with a dressing only, very special. Yeah. It is the sum of many dressings before I made. So let's try this now. I have as here a little bit of water. It's just a half a cup to begin, and let's see what happens. The first blending is always to break down the nuts and the things that have to be broken down. And I can smell already. Very nice. The onion, I can smell the onion powder. Very nice. The onion flavor. It's a umami flavor. It's a complete flavor. Onions are so crucial in the kitchen for cooking. It's a wonderful ingredient. Well, the texture is nice and creamy. I could use a little bit more water. I shall do that later. The flavor is the fragrance is very nice. The onion powder, and there's also a little bit of apple cider vinegar in the flavor, in the fragrance. Let's taste it now. If it holds the promise, keeps the promise. Good. Yeah, there is this mustardy note. Not too much. Yeah, you don't notice before. Once you go with too much mustard seeds, you're already over the brink. It's too much, it's really bad. You're a little bit below the mustard limit, I would say. You don't even taste the mustard so strong, but it is there. It's a background. It's waiting to see. It's good. I will put a little bit more water, a little bit. And let it just a little bit, you can see just a tiny little bit. And I will sit it there, let it sit there. It can soak now. The macadamia nuts are now soaking. After being broken down, they soak. And then I blend a second time after a couple of minutes. And then it's really creamy. And the creaminess also comes with a nicer flavor. Yeah, It makes a big difference. But I will show you later. Now I put the simple ingredients of my romaine lettuce together. It's pretty much a classical salad here ingredient. The main part is the green leaves, the leafy greens. You know, I always take them. I wash them thoroughly because lettuce can have a little bit of dirt, earth, sand. You know, so you have to wash all these leaves single, and then you dry them a little bit. And I dry them in a vegetable spinner, in a salad spinner. And if you don't have one, just let them drip a little bit, yeah, and that's okay. It's just nicer with the dressing. If the dressing has a full flavor as you want it, and you have too much water on the salad leaves, it might be a little bit diluted. Yeah, so the perfect dressing would require a dry salad, but well, you don't have one. It doesn't really matter. It's a small thing. So now for making the salad leaves into the right size, I just halve it, put all the leaves on top of each other like a game of cards, and then I cut it once alongside in the middle, and then I cut some pieces here. And you know, one of the things here with this romaine lettuce, they are a little bit firmer leaves. Yeah, I can cut the leaves easily with a chef's knife here. That's easy. But you know, with the lettuce, with tender leafy green lettuce, they're very fragile. You know, if you have a knife, it can all be too much. You crush it, or you can tear it apart with the fingers. You crush. You take it out. But these kind of leaves, they allow for cutting the leaves. That's easy. That's very easy. They're very easy to work with. I like this romaine for that reason too. Yeah, very easy to handle. Yeah. See, they're beautiful. Yeah, that's my green for today. Maybe I have some more later. I don't know. Let's see. But this is I need. Yeah, and I have some tomatoes here. That's why I say classic here. You know, it's just tomatoes with lettuce. That is very easy. I have these cup tomatoes, these cherry tomatoes, quartered them to make it a little bit nicer and more palatable. It fits nicer. And I have an avocado. That's perfect together with tomatoes also. And always nice in lettuce. You cut them into small pieces. You make sure the avocado is not too soft already. Then the whole salad might be a little bit, yeah, it's not so nice, and they're all dissolving into the dressing. Yeah, the avocados. They should be a little bit firm for a salad, I'd say. So before they are too ripe, I cut them open, put them into the salad. That's nice. And the pieces, if you make the pieces too small and they are too soft, that doesn't work either. Yeah, the pieces should be a little bit larger. Oh yeah, I didn't show you this. I have one stalk of spring onion. Yeah, you can also take an onion for a salad. It's perfect together with avocado, with lettuce, with tomato. Onion is that perfect. It's a perfect combination with tomato, yeah, and with avocado. Avocado is very fat, healthy fat, and the onion is hot usually. Yeah, and you put hot into fat, then the hot flavor becomes nicer, gentle. So that's good. You taste the hot flavor, but in a gentle way. Same with the tomato, in the opposite. That is very watery, high water content in the tomato, and that goes nice again with onion, because it also dilutes the hot flavor of the onion. You keep the onion flavor, you taste a little bit of the onion flavor, but the hot is tempered down by the tomato. So tomato is perfect with onion and avocado too. So that's what I need here. All my ingredients are together here. You see, red, green, a little bit light. Now I get to my dressing. That's all I need. That's how easy it is to put a nice salad together. Shouldn't be too much complicated. The more you put into a salad, the more you have to be very sensitive. You have to fit together. If it's too much and you go wrong, somehow, one small step wrong, then you don't know what really is a mistake. And you have a huge amount of ingredients and it doesn't taste well. So I keep really very simple recipes, very simple ingredients in the combinations I already know. That makes me very safe, makes it very easy to be on the safe side to make a good recipe. And then I do something new. The dressing, you know, one ingredient changing or so. And then you're always safe and you always get a little bit further, something more new, something more variety. And variety is one of the big advantages of the plant-based cooking, because you have nowhere such a huge variety, and you have 30,000 edible plants, more than that. A guy recently appeared on Twitter. They said he has a book out now. He worked on it for 40 years or so, and he found 33,000 of edible plants. Yeah, I didn't know we had that many. Yeah, so he took all his life, yeah, to put it together, and now he has all categorized, and so it's wonderful. Yeah, and that's how much variety we have in the plant kingdom, you know. So that's so important, because all these different plants, they all produce different phytonutrients. Nutrients that are only produced by plants are called phytonutrients. And these plant nutrients, phytonutrients, in each plant there are thousands of different of them. And we are just beginning to explore them. Since we are going to veganism, humankind is transitioning to veganism, I would say that's a logical consequence. You can't do that otherwise. You can't keep 10 billion people fed without eating plants only. It simply doesn't work. It's very simple. Make the math yourself. You will end up in a catastrophe if you don't do that. Yeah? It doesn't work. So we are transitioning, and as soon as we are beginning to do that, the research begins, of course. And we are just beginning to research to find out about these phytonutrients. There are 10,000 of them, already know, and they all work together. And they're only efficient if they work together. That's another story. But variety, that means variety is so important, because we have all the variety of these phytonutrients working in our systems. I blend one more time now to make it really creamy, and I taste it again. Yeah, this texture looks much better to me. It's still creamy, but it's runnier now. So good. Wow, I like it. I show you here the salad, ingredients, and here the dressing. It's nice and runny. I can add a little bit more. And there's a little bit left over, just a little bit. I put it in a small container, put it in the next salad. It goes in the next dressing. I can use it in other dressings too. It's so basic, you know, macadamia creams. I have many of them. I can very easily use it. You know what? It goes all in. It's okay. Yeah. I will toss it directly before I eat it. I will now cleanse the kitchen a little bit. That is, with raw food, it's just a matter of 5 minutes or so. Everything is clean, and then I enjoy my salad. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video and subscribe. I'm the Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.